You may have seen this video or the plethora of other videos on YouTube about Ava Kris Tyson, one of MrBeast's closest friends until quite recently when a bunch of crazy shit came out. Shadman, alleged grooming, all this stuff. And these recent controversies have left YouTube's largest creator, MrBeast, someone directly adjacent to Ava Kris Tyson, in muddy waters. MrBeast did release a statement basically disavowing every single thing categorically and calling for a third-party investigation to figure out the extent of what exactly has been going on. But by God, many a thing has come out on Twitter. There's been new people. There's a guy named Nathan now. There's all sorts of stuff. There's 500,000 Discord messages about to be leaked. My God, I tell you what. I don't like being here anymore. I don't like this world. I don't want to be here anymore. Ava Kris Tyson has cast a fairly dark shadow over the MrBeast brand and has created a lot of uncertainty in the YouTube space. I'm a personal fan of MrBeast. I like MrBeast. I think that he's probably a good guy. I've never met him or talked to him really. The lion's share of good things that have been done by YouTubers belongs to him. He's got like this whole funnel. Everybody has a funnel on how to make money on YouTube and stuff. Like I got everything. I got candy and all this stuff and merch and stuff. He's got a funnel to a philanthropy channel. Like his whole thing funnels down into a philanthropy channel. So I'm interested in talking about all this stuff and see exactly what your guys' thoughts are in these muddy waters. I tell you what, by God, I tell you what. Anyways, Ava is being canceled for a few reasons. And what else go foodos? So this all started with Ava being canceled for two primary reasons. Mainly her support and endorsement of one of the internet's most disgusting artists, Shadman, who draws children. A lot of people have disabled their accounts actually on Twitter. This was a mass casualty incident, in all honesty, with the whole Shadman thing. I had no idea how many YouTubers were just kind of chill with this guy. I'm gonna be honest, I plead ignorance. So Ava greatly like this fellow. Ava also spent a bunch of time speaking with minors, and there were a bunch of edgy jokes and things that left a sour taste in many people's mouths, grooming allegations, all this stuff. The main minor in question, Lava, who we had a statement from in the first video, has stated multiple times that he was not groomed by Ava and Ava didn't do anything wrong, but now is retracting a bit of that and saying this and talking about how Ava is, it's all incredibly inappropriate, which I think that's the best way to boil it all down for sure. It's up to Lava, the adult man, to determine the reality of the situation. But looking back, I don't think anyone thinks it's okay for an adult bro to be talking about disgusting shit in depth and weird shit with children. That's weird, bro. Come on, don't do that. It especially looks bad and not good when things come out like you talking about sending to the minor in question, even if they're ramen noodles, whatever, dude. It's a bizarre implication and it's inappropriate behavior between an adult and child. Anyways, the controversy continues. Yesterday, some stuff came out and it was Lava asking Ava about her addiction. She mentioned her folder in several tweets, and Lava mentioned that these were just bad jokes in DMs. Finster, to make the context of that situation a little bit worse, put out a video addressing his friendship with Ava and mentions that when he saw this tweet from Lava about Ava's addiction when he was 14, Finster had a revelation because Ava had also spoken to him about him in the past. Finster, that is.
Ava has spoken to me about him, which is fine in the context of two adults having a conversation, especially when one of them does work like me. And it wasn't like it was sprung on me either. There was an ask of like, can we talk about this? And I said yes. But under no circumstances should a child have ever heard that.
Finster points out that this is obviously fine between two adults. So you're allowed to be a sexual degenerate when you're over the age of 18. You know, that's the line in the sand right there. But when you got a 21-year-old and a 14-year-old, it's very strange. So yeah, think what you will about Lava and Ava's relationship, all this different stuff. Think what you will about that. You've got all of Lava's statements. They're all out there. You guys can kind of determine it yourself. At the end of the day, Ava is very clearly a bad person and a freak sexual degenerate. Since then, a second, third, fourth, whatever another person has shared a video of their Snapchat conversations with Ava. We saw a lot of the same patterns in the conversations that we saw with Lava, where Ava was an adult at the time, calling this new individual who was 14 dad and sending kissy face emojis, shit like that. There's a potential that this video could be manipulated. I don't exactly know, but it seems like similar conversations to the ones that we have 100% shown that are true. With this, we have a trend of Ava, an adult person who is calling children dad or daddy, is friends with Shadman. Like, it's so beyond, so far outside the realm of what is considered okay and joking and weird. Hey bro, hey dude, that's chill. Hey, what's up? What's up, my homies and stuff? Hey daddy. You know, I do that as a joke. sometimes, but usually I say zaddy, and it's like to other adult men who are young, who are older than me. I don't call children zaddy or dad or daddy, because that's weird as fuck. Then we have the third person, a person named Nate, claiming to be groomed by Ava. Nate's video states that he was 15 when he was also groomed by Ava.
Kris Tyson from MrBeast used me, manipulated me, and did very inappropriate things with me while I was about 15 years old.
And he says that despite Lava saying that he wasn't a victim, he definitely was, and likely was paid off.
I was actually friends with Lava GS at the time, who is the main victim of Kris that everyone has been talking about these last few days, who claims he isn't a victim, but we all know he is, and we all know he probably got paid off.
Lava says that that's not true. So like all the victims of Ava are fighting. There's a lot of fighting, and people are making it this big NDA thing. It's like a cabal, the MrBeast cabal, and it's a conspiracy. But it seems fairly cut and dry. Ava's a bad person and is a sexual degenerate and released some of that energy on children when they absolutely should not have done that. That is not good. Ava should not have done that. Nate also claims that Lava and himself did work that went unpaid, which is pretty cool.
Not only did we do a lot of unpaid work for him that he promised he would pay us for, he would also frequently bring up sexual topics that was definitely not appropriate to bring up around 15, 16-year-olds, especially with him being like, I don't know, 20, 21 years old.
Nate also claims that there were repeated sexual topics brought up around 15, 16-year-olds, and also claims once again that Ava had sent him /hentai.
He would even go as far as linking me several different corn and videos throughout the time of me talking with him.
And had an NSFW bot in their Discord server with all these children, which is mind-boggling, degenerate alert.
Not only that, but he had an NSFW bot in his Discord server before he made it public. So when it was just a private server, his little circle of minors. And he would use this NSFW bot to spam different corn images, alongside all these 15-year-olds.
Nate also claims that before the Discord server was open to their YouTube community, he was tasked with scrubbing the server of N-words that had been sent by Ava and all the other stuff that would look bad, which is, you know, also great. I mean, that's just another tarot card of evil that we get. Ava's in the seventh circle of hell.
This server later went public and became his official Discord server, but before it did, he had me and Lava spend multiple days scrubbing this Discord server clean of all of the N-words he had sent in it, as well as his friends, as well as deleting the NSFW channels and making sure no one could see that he was spamming corn to minors.
Nate also does provide some proof and images that Ava and him had known each other for a while, but, you know, he doesn't really provide much else to verify the claims that he's making. But at this point, it doesn't really matter. In all honesty, it's pretty clear that this person is a sexual degenerate, shouldn't be around children, and needs to get some serious help. We already showed Lava's response to Nate, because Nate kind of called out Lava, and Lava's like, he confirms that he knows Nate, and Nate was in fact involved in the degenerate YouTube server Discord thing between Ava and all these people, but he was removed because he's an unstable guy and he verbally lashes out at people. Lava also essentially denies every single claim that was made by Nate, saying that he was never paid off, etc. We already went over this. Lava also said there was no scrubbing of the Discord server nor unpaid work because they did the work without ever being told that they'd be paid. And that's pretty common. Discord is like, you know, people just kind of work in the community. It's a lot of volunteer stuff. Lava then also points out that Nate has worked with Jake the Viking more than anyone else, and provides a link to a video where Nate is tagged as the editor for Jake, which feels a little bit like an attempt to just discredit Nate. And I don't really know why everyone who is a victim of Ava is like fighting over this. Ava's the bad person. Like, it's fairly clear. The degenerate is there. We have acknowledged the degenerate. Now let's move on and do something else with our time. After Lava's response to Nate's first claims, Nate made a response with a video providing what he claims are logs from the Discord before their purge, and tomorrow I believe he's releasing 500,000 Discord messages and all this stuff. So you guys, if you guys want to go check those out when they come out, they'll probably be out by the time this video goes up, then you are more than welcome to do that. If these are real, they look real bad because it's Kris mentioning the NSFW channel, and there are messages in the server talking about purging the server.
Here you can see Kris talking about locking down the NSFW channel to True Gods and Anointed only. By the way, this is in 2019. I was a True God and I was a minor. Not only that, but you can see me right below it, Nathan.rtx, saying this is a bad idea. So even I knew as a kid that this was a really bad idea.
So if these are real, then the association with Jake the Viking has no validity in discrediting any of this stuff. So I don't know. I just don't get it though. It's like, Ava's the bad person. Here, let's let's focus our energy on this and not discredit each other and be like, well, I'm not a victim. No, you are a victim. No, I'm not a victim. Who cares? We have identified the degenerate. Apparently on top of all this Nate Lava, MrBeast gaming stuff, Trey Yates, one of MrBeast's gaming leads at the time, chimed in on Twitter saying that they had never heard of Nate and he knew everyone who was sent contracts, which sort of discredits what Nate was saying. So what do you guys think actually happened, and do you even care? I just want to know, the demon has stopped. The demon is over. Anyways, to move on and take a step back and talk about what I brought up initially, which is the fact that MrBeast is somewhat implicated in this. People say that he knew. In fact, Jake the Viking is the only real well-known team member, aside maybe from Sneeko, who has come forward saying the ominous Jimmy knew tweet. But at this point now, Jake isn't the only former MrBeast employee to jump on the bandwagon to try to take them all down and use the degeneracy of Ava to shut down the entire MrBeast empire. A video is circulating from a guy named Dawson who claimed he worked with MrBeast from February 2024 to June 2024. And Dawson opened his video with a quick shot of the supposed MrBeast NDA and Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us flag. This guy shows us in the video MrBeast Studios and says he's been driving by all day to see if there is an FBI raid.
I've just been driving by looking to see, you know, is there an FBI raid going on? What's happening?
Sort of weird stalker behavior, but man, this shit is so funny. I love the internet. Dawson never really clarifies why he only worked there until June. He worked there for just 4 months, but he says that Ava Kris Tyson is only the tip of the iceberg, similar to the ominous Jimmy knew tweet.
My name's Dawson. I worked at MrBeast from February to May of this year, 2024. Kris is the tip of the iceberg.
Dawson says that they really couldn't do anything about Ava or let her go because she was a major liability and she had threatened legal action in the past and that she knows too much.
I heard many times that Ava Kris Tyson is a major liability, but they can't get rid of her because she's already threatened legal action and she knows too much.
What exactly those extremely ominous things mean, I have no idea. It's so easy to say that. This guy worked there for 4 months. For some reason, I don't believe that he knew really that much. I mean, this is, yeah, I don't know. Weird. And by the way, this did age poorly, given the fact that Ava and MrBeast have parted ways, and MrBeast mentioned an actual investigation that's going to go on, which is, in my opinion, very mature and responsible. And if you're like worried about a major liability, then I don't think you would do that, to be honest. They parted ways because she was indeed a liability. That's obviously been proven true now. This fella does show a payment from MrBeast YouTube LLC to verify that he did indeed work for Mr. Breast. And we can see with the North Carolina Secretary of State that MrBeast YouTube LLC is a business registration that is valid. You can see it right here. It's pretty cool, pretty neat. But beyond that, it's about all the evidence that Mr. Dawson shows. He doesn't really say anything else. He doesn't really do anything more. He just plays Kendrick Lamar, drives around, mentions the FBI, says, I work for MrBeast. They all knew she was a liability. And then that's it. Pretty cool. I don't really see any indication that there is an iceberg or that this would be just the tip of said iceberg. Evidence or not, social media doesn't give a fuck. There's blood in the water, dude. There's an opportunity to tear down MrBeast right now, and that seems to be what's going on. There's a lot of stuff coming out. The MrBeast witch hunt has officially begun. After Ava's situation blew up on Twitter, obviously it's a matter of time before this starts to infect MrBeast's general situation. So all the people that said that Ava was a liability probably said it for transphobic reasons. They were proven right, but for the wrong reasons specifically. The big claim in the beginning was that MrBeast knew of Ava's behavior or that he supported Ava in some way through all this stuff. There's like the picture of the Shad Man thing on the wall. They removed that from their video. So he absolutely knew of the existence of that art, but like, I don't know what it is. If I saw that, I wouldn't know what it was. I wouldn't look at it. I wouldn't know, you know, like there's a benefit of the doubt there for sure. But it really seems like the internet now wants MrBeast to topple and be destroyed. Everything is unfolding. There's stuff coming out right now about this new there's contestants. I mean, just go look at the Drama Alert page, dude. That's all it is just people coming out. I was in the competition, MrBeast. He wants to see us all killed and maimed and psychologically disturbed. Jimmy knowing about Shadman is like so irrelevant, it seems like now to people. Ava's done and gone. The degeneracy's done and gone. Jimmy probably didn't know about all that stuff. Now it's like illegal gambling. I mean, we'll get into it. After all of the Ava stuff came out and the MrBeast witch hunt began, the first clip to surface, or I guess resurface, was a clip from a podcast called Hot Wet Soup. The podcast is hosted by 3 YouTubers, Bionic Pig, Leon Lush, and Elvis the Alien. They covered YouTube topics and they regularly hosted popular content creators, one of those being MrBeast. Also very old. I mean, it's from a while ago. In a very old clip, the topic that was being discussed was Bad Baby, who had been blowing up at the time because she was on Dr. Phil's TV show, and she said, "Catch me outside. How about that?"
Catch me outside. How about that?
Huh?
Catch me outside. How about that?
One of the hosts mentioned that MrBeast thought that Bad Baby was funny, and Jimmy cuts into the conversation and says, "Let's be real. You wouldn't put your D in her?" Obviously a very bad look, but the clip appears to have been taken out of context and cut short right after Jimmy says, "I was hoping one of you guys said yes. I wouldn't do it. She's too young." Which in my opinion clearly indicates that is just a terrible, unfunny, edgy joke. And I don't think that I would have said it in this year, to be honest, but this year was known for some really f***ed up stuff, and think what you will. To me, that seems like a very edgy joke and is in no way similar to what Ava Kris Tyson has done. And obviously to get clips and farm interaction, people are posting the shortened clip and not the whole clip purposefully to make Jimmy look bad, or purposely to make Jimmy look bad, not purposefully. Then we got clips surfacing of MrBeast doing those weird live streams where he would count and do shit for a really long time. And this was back when he was known as MrBeast 6000. And in one of the clips, MrBeast makes numerous horrible, poor jokes talking about selling or buying slaves, and talking about or joking about the N-word, and openly saying the F slur. These streams, all from 2016 to 2017, edgy humor, as Leon Lush put it, was a content strategy, and it was super popular on YouTube. It obviously doesn't excuse the behavior, but a simple apology, in my opinion, would be completely fine. I mean, you know, you got to give these guys the benefit of the doubt. They're doing shit. They're dumb. They're trying to get out there, dude. They're being edgy. Their content, that's their content strategy. That was not mine. I don't think. I don't really know. I can't remember. I woke up about 6 months ago from a really long nap. So yeah, this is kind of the beginning of the MrBeast witch hunt that is sort of evolving a little bit. And in my opinion, these things do not compare in any way in severity to the actions that are clearly done by Ava. So like, totally not deserved up until this point. People just want to topple that empire. They just want to see that empire crumble, bud. They just want to see that empire crumble, bud. They want to look to add to the drama. That's all they want to do. And I don't blame them, because it's kind of fun. And it's kind of fun, and it gives you a little bit of a rush. So anyways, another narrative that is being pushed right now is that MrBeast's older videos, more specifically the worst intros series, have all been privated, and it is because they contain offensive, dangerous, and even sometimes content. That's the claim. I haven't seen any of these videos, and while it is likely that MrBeast did private these videos because there might be some offensive content in it, because it doesn't match his brand anymore, it is pretty crazy and outlandish to allege that there's content like it's some kind of big cabal. I don't think these people are bad people. In all honesty, I think they just had a friend in Ava, and they're trying to do what's right for a long time, and they believe, you know, it's not, I don't believe there's some kind of evil thing. Basically, whatever Sneeko says, I just believe the opposite of that, generally speaking.
I've seen her fuck other men, and it's just like, that was...
seen it?
But in like good faith, you know, I do believe some of the same things that people like Sneeko believe, but in good faith. Faith through humanity, not faith of hate. So yeah, a lot of people coming out, they don't like MrBeast, and they eat this narrative up, and they believe it to be true with zero proof whatsoever, just because MrBeast bad, because his candy's in Walmart. I'm not exactly sure. It doesn't really matter to me. And at the end of the day, it seems like it all just falls back on it being Ava's fault. People really want to destroy all this stuff, which makes sense, I guess, but like at the same time, come on, man. MrBeast does a lot of good. I mean, look at all this shit. Oh, those are the wrong thumbnails. Look at this. At the end of the day, I genuinely believe that the truth will come out, but until, you know, big videos drop or whatever, people are just entitled to their own opinion to not like MrBeast. There's this video that released. He talks about illegal gambling, promoting sugar to a child audience. Hey, I do that. I've got a candy company. And also just a bunch of other unethical stuff, which, dude, MrBeast is a YouTuber that makes game shows and competitions and says, like, of course, everything you're doing on the internet to be good at social media is in some way unethical in some sense. Like, that's just how it works. At the end of the day, a lot of stuff is being perpetrated, and very little of it is real, and it's being shown as if it's true without, you know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, which is sort of disappointing. You don't have to like MrBeast, but like at the same time, he's not like Ava Tyson. But hey, I guess there's two schools of thought here. A, MrBeast is evil and he's bad, or B, he's not, and, you know, being a YouTuber doesn't magically make you a good person, but you have like very clear things that you've done that can contribute to actually being a good person. Or you can look at it like Sneeko and just call people and then also make statements like this.
I saw Cuties last night and it was pretty good. It's a pretty good movie.
In a day or two, I guess, after the MrBeast witch hunt began, this video dropped out of nowhere. It's titled, "I work for MrBeast. He's a fraud." And I don't know who this guy is. I don't know if it's the other guy, Dawson. This guy claims he worked for MrBeast and made a really long 53-minute video exposing different reasons as to why he's a POS.
Now be like shocked, like have your hands over your face, like you're emotional as you can be. So like have your hand reaching for it and then like be like shocked, like you're, yeah. Now act a little surprised. Like be like really shocked with your mouth open.
I really want to know your guys' thoughts on this because a lot of it seems like huge non-issues, but at the same time, thinking critically, we're on the internet. So everything's an issue, I guess, technically. In this video, this man claims that MrBeast is a master manipulator and he knows that his audience is young and he purposefully takes advantage of that.
You know, there's a big emphasis at the company of like how to manipulate children, like understanding their psychology and everything,
and you know, learns behavioral DARPA shit to try to coerce his audience into consuming his content and his brand.
Now, MrBeast intentionally manipulates these children's vulnerable minds for profit using 3 simple steps, which closely align with the 3 major types of behavioral learning.
This leads into him saying that most of MrBeast's videos are faked.
Have you ever faked a video?
No. But this train track is CGI, these bus wheels are CGI, this explosion is fake, this shredder is CGI, this car is digitally lifted, this pit is fake, this guy is fake, this raccoon is a paid actor, this island costs more than $1, this city is not abandoned, these buildings are CGI, but it's not your only way out. You can literally get an Uber to the airport for $20. That's not a lurker. It's just a guy. This whole room is fake. This contestant is an actor and a secret employee at MrBeast. They haven't got through this fake door twice. This line is scripted. This action is scripted. In fact, pretty much all the videos with Mac are scripted.
You did it! Yeah! Or rigged, but are made to seem real in order to build a connection of trust with his audience to further entice them to take part in his giveaways, buy his merch, or just watch his videos. The MrBeast Industrial Complex, which you could say this same thing with any YouTuber ever who exists. Like, you're trying to put forward an air of some kind of genuine character that people can relate to or find solace in watching and entertainment. Like, that's just how social media works. That's like the whole thing. That's the whole thing. You're just explaining human nature and how to be successful in any way. You need to get people's attention. One of his examples is a participant named Mac who has appeared in numerous videos.
Let's talk about Mac for a second.
We will die. Do you understand that?
I found public records showing that Mac moved from California to Greenville, North Carolina, where Jimmy is located, back in August 2023, 2 months before he appeared as a contestant. According to a former MrBeast employee, this is around the time when Mac started working full-time on the editing team at MrBeast. Also, he didn't just move into any old house, he moved into $1 million mansion.
And is also apparently a MrBeast editor who was given a huge house as well as prizes from videos.
His 6,000 square foot $1 million mansion comes with a movie theater and 7 bathrooms.
What are you gonna spend the $800,000 on?
I mean, my life's changed now.
Yeah, I'm sure that $800,000 is really gonna change your life.
Max is a nice car.
Tell me, where are we right now?
We're in the place that we drove to a few minutes ago.
Mac, let's...
This fellow alleges that MrBeast isn't as charitable as he appears because he is giving all these prizes from videos to an employee who is already well off from working at his company, which, yeah, I guess so.
Wait, he's about to be the first one out? That's unlike him.
Even though you got out first, I still have a prize for you. Just wait here.
Oh, first person out gets a car, and it just happened to be your friend Mac.
Furthermore, there is some verification to the claims because we have testimony from other people like Rosanna Pansino saying that there's rigged shit or fake shit. Why should it matter though, right? It's an entertainment. It's like entertainment. Well, why it matters is because the man who made this video claims that MrBeast is running illegal lotteries, faking giveaways, and promoting unhealthy eating habits with his Beast Burgers and Feastables, and promoting online gambling to kids, or just gambling to kids, I guess. By the way, I foresee a MrBeast video coming soon called $1 Lawyer versus $1 Million Lawyer, because this is some crazy shit to just allege. Yeah, it's $1 million company. I don't know. It's kind of scary. I don't know if I would be saying that. Maybe I don't know. Let's see. Let's see how this goes. The video goes on to show numerous clips of MrBeast's live stream giveaways where he throws random items or money into people's orders if they bought a signed shirt.
On August 2nd, 2020, MrBeast live streamed him and his friends signing limited edition shirts celebrating 40 million subscribers. And here are just some of the clips from that stream.
For those of you who are just joining, if you buy one of our limited edition 40 mil special shirts, we're celebrating 40 million subscribers with a really big video, then we will sign that shirt, and some of them will get random prizes like this.
He does this to highlight some interesting points, such as how the FTC defines what a lottery is and how MrBeast goes against the FTC rules and regulations.
The FTC defines a lottery as containing 3 elements: a valuable prize, random chance, and consideration, which can be time or effort, but in most cases is just payment. To successfully run a contest or a sweepstakes, you must eliminate one of these factors. A contest, for example, eliminates chance, and a sweepstakes eliminates consideration. In determining if any MrBeast giveaways have been illegal lotteries, we need to identify a prize, which is distributed through random chance and cannot be won without spending money.
When this was going on, I thought that. I was like, that's kind of weird. If you're like, it's a giveaway, there are giveaway laws. There's a reason we did our golden ticket thing with Sour Boys back in March or January or February or something like that. I don't know, earlier in the year, and it was a competition. There's no giveaway, there's no random aspect to it. It's like purely based on merit, who has the best idea. Because I went down the rabbit hole of these rules and regulations and was just like, I don't understand how any of this stuff's legal. Seems all illegal, seems all stupid, but I don't know. Because according to FTC laws, if you are running a giveaway, consideration, aka payment, is not required to enter, and the odds of winning must be disclosed, and the requirements to enter must be spelled out. And in many of MrBeast's giveaway live streams, which are mostly not available online anymore, you can't really watch them, he says that you must buy merch in order to receive some kind of prize, which that is technically consideration and is illegal according to FTC law.
In 10 minutes, right, because we gotta give them time to do their cart, we'll give 2 orders $500 each. 5 minutes, someone's getting $3 grand in their order. In 5 minutes, we're gonna do the same thing again. We're gonna put $1,000 in a random order. 2 minutes, newest order gets $2,000. Good luck, everybody.
So this was a 6-hour live stream. They took it down off YouTube, but 5 hours of it are still up on their Facebook page. And during those 5 hours, I counted 46 illegal lotteries.
And that's a fair and valid point. Admittedly, not a good look. 100%, that makes sense. I wouldn't do that. And specifically looked into it because of the golden ticket thing, which, by the way, the candy just launched. Golden ratio. 3 people from the audience made it. Go to sour.gg. This guy's gonna hate me because I'm also promoting candy to my audience, which I don't know if is all children. I meet a lot of adult people who watch my videos, but I will say I don't pretend about candy, bro. It's candy. Eat it in moderation. It's not healthy whatsoever. It will literally rot your teeth and destroy your pancreas if it is a staple in your diet. You can enjoy it on an irregular, inconstant basis and be completely fine. That's what I do. I eat maybe a bag a week, maybe 2 bags a week if I'm, if something new comes out that I really like. The gummies though, they're good. They're really, really, really good. They're fucking delicious. It's really hard not to eat this. But everything in moderation, obviously. I'm not a very good salesman. So sorry about that. Another example is when he stated in a description of a live stream that no purchase was necessary, but then says that he is going to give prizes away in orders, implying that you need to place an order before before you're in the giveaway. That's consideration. So that's an illegal lottery, technically.
Now this stream did say, we are doing a ton of giveaways, no purchase necessary in the description. But to be eligible to win most prizes, you had to make a purchase.
Would you guys prefer, that we throw money in random orders or that we throw items in random orders?
Yeah. Somebody screamed in chat, I want to switch. Hey. Buy a shirt.
In 30 minutes, we are giving away my car to someone that buys merch.
I'm not a lawyer. I don't know what that means, but like, that's not smart. I wouldn't have done that. But at the same time, maybe they did the research. Maybe they know. I mean, I wouldn't have, they were pretty popular at that point. I assume they have a lawyer on retainer. I don't know. It's also state by state as well. I assume it would have to do specifically with North Carolina. Maybe he's got like someone in with the FTC. I don't fucking know. They have an FTC rep on payroll. One thing that may make this all clear is that maybe he was giving away prizes to people who didn't purchase, but I don't know. It's maybe I don't know. I'm not a lawyer once again. I don't want to partake in this specifically, but it's a valid point in the video. If I was MrBeast and this guy made this, I'd be like, But at the same time, I don't know. I'm not MrBeast. I'm not a genius guy or whatever. I'm just an idiot. This fella also shows clips of other members of the MrBeast crew signing Jimmy's signature, claiming that he was the one to actually sign it, which I don't know about that, but...
It does say this limited tee signed by MrBeast and crew, but the description says it's signed by a member of the MrBeast crew, and it doesn't say anywhere that other members will sign MB, deceiving people into believing it was signed by MrBeast. So here's a clip of Tyler using MrBeast's signature. So Tyler signs MB, which is MrBeast's signature. Then he covers it, signs his own initials, TC, smirks, looks around, and then quickly slides the shirt away. Could you make it any more obvious?
Overall, the video is really interesting. I watched it. I thought it was pretty well done, pretty well made. And this guy obviously hates MrBeast. Wait, is this the Kendrick Lamar guy from the beginning? Dawson? Is this Dawson? What? No! Imagine becoming a YouTuber and your whole career is based off of working for MrBeast and then just like shitting on his like some non-ethical practices. You cannot work in YouTube or any sort of entertainment industry and be ethical. Like you have to be a carpenter. You have to do something that doesn't involve influence or power or money. Dude, it's crazy how marketing in and of itself is just evil. It's all evil. It's all scummy, dude. There's double standards everywhere. I love Dr. Pepper. And plus all this pretty damning stuff coming out when there's already a lot of scrutiny due to the Ava Tyson situation. Beyond the culture war that has surrounded that, this whole thing is really weird. Jimmy could just claim ignorance, and there's a lot of ways out of this, obviously. I mean, the dude has done so much good. I'm sure a simple explanation would suffice. This fella is just implying that the guy's a master manipulator and that everyone in his company is in on it, like it's a huge cabal. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down below. I mean, obviously he's a master, he's a genius. MrBeast is a YouTube genius. He's a attention gathering genius. The fella who made this video, potentially Dawson, then shifts his focus to Feastables, which he also uses in a giveaway.
MrBeast launched Feastables, his new chocolate brand, back in January 2022.
I want to tell you guys about my new snack company, Feastables. They're made with only 5 ingredients, but still taste amazing. And I'm kicking off Feastables with something I've always wanted to do. 10 random bars are gonna have a mystery ticket inside of them, and if you get this mystery ticket, we will fly you out to compete for a chocolate factory in one of our videos. And on top of that, Chandler, we're giving away over $1 million in other prizes to random people that buy the bars.
Dude, I need to buy these.
And shows that when Jimmy first started promoting the bars, he boasted that they were healthier than Hershey bars because they only had 5 ingredients.
I wanted to just make a better for you snack brand because I think a lot of the stuff out there is just terrible for you.
Because obviously so much obesity and disease comes from the stuff we eat.
Like Hershey's, for example, there's 10 ingredients, super processed. Our Feastables bars are 5 ingredients, and just all the ingredients are way higher quality. And it's infinitely better than the other options out there.
But the Feastables recipe has changed recently to be basically identical to Hershey's.
Now in 2024, MrBeast changed the formula again to where it has mostly the same ingredients as Hershey's and even more sugar and more calories per bar. And this initial ad for Feastables where he calls it healthy is still getting millions of views a month.
Yet he still preaches the health benefits, which market your product however you want to market it. Something that has less ingredients and is simple doesn't mean it's healthy magically, right? Like less ingredients, sure, that's good. No dyes, natural flavors, sure, that's good. It's not healthy. None of this stuff is healthy. Nothing that is sugar-based, that has no protein or no fat, and that is processed in any way is healthy. That includes all of the candy that I make and 20% of the food that I eat on a daily basis. It is not healthy food. If you can't grow it or see it, shoot it, take its skin off, cut a part of it out, fry it, and eat it, it's not healthy. All right? Then he shits on MrBeast Burger for being inedible, which I agree, but that's like a ghost kitchen thing. I don't know, dude.
Ooh, maybe you should have spent a little less time on this beautiful logo and more time on making the food actually edible.
Ugh. Brother, ugh. What's that?
The entire reason it seems like he's shitting on all of this in unison is because he's not only just promoting gambling to impressionable children and manipulating them, he's also selling them shit that's not bad for him. He's just betting on the most simple parts of the human condition and trying to exploit those, basically is what he's saying. Dopamine, serotonin, eat some candy, look at these bright colors. It's healthier than compared to Hershey's or whatever. Does he actually say that? Put a clip up. Put a clip up if he actually says that.
Keep in mind, only 5 ingredients, infinitely healthier for you than the normal thing out there.
Because that's crazy. Don't say that. Don't say that. So this story keeps evolving and changing. Someone now from the MrBeast team has come out and said that Dawson's video is inaccurate, but ignored a lot of stuff like the illegal gambling part. And then Dawson responded and said all this stuff. So guys, there's probably going to be more that comes out of this. It's insane. This is a crazy thing that's coming out, and I'm never going to be able to be up to date on it ever in a million years. So enjoy it. Yep, the DMs did leak from that Discord, and they're terrible. It looks really bad, and it even potentially implicates MrBeast, but there's a community note on this tweet saying that MrBeast, the name doesn't mean anything from a Discord because you could change anyone's name at any time and change the color, etc. There's not a lot known, but 100% we for sure know that Ava is a degenerate, and this is all disgusting, and I do not like it at all. There are no limits to where people will go to ensure the downfall of someone else. I mean, look at all these people coming out now with the newest competition of MrBeast. There's this video. We've got Rosanna Pensino. It's a competition. Like, at the end of the day, I want to know what your guys' thoughts are. Let me know what you think down below. Do you think Jimmy Beast is the Antichrist? Do you think he does good objectively? Do you think it's possible for someone to do good objectively and also be a bad person specifically? And tell me what you think about me.